Hello everyone and welcome to Tiresome. Today we are going to be fixing that grinding and clunking noise that's been happening on the Scimitar. Unfortunately, after the last video, the little update video, if you haven't watched it, please go and do that. But Father, well, I asked him just to, drive the car forwards, backwards, have a feel for it and see what he thought that grinding noise could be whilst he was in control of the car, see if he could give any better diagnosis. While he was doing so, this happened. Oh! That's rear axle. I just saw that wheel jump. Dead? Really? Yeah. So basically all that was the rear, probably this one. The grinding noise, it turns out, was probably the shoe that had fallen on the side and was scraping against the inside of the drum. And it made a clunk as it caught on the drum, and then there was some brake fluid at the end there showing us that wheel cylinder had then been compromised and it was leaking. So what I need to do now, one day before the car is due at the ball, the Mount Edgcombe car show, I need to replace at least a wheel cylinder, but probably some of the springs and stuff inside. One of them may have failed, and we'll find out when we take apart exactly what happened. As always, with owning a Scimitar, one of the best things is that QRG have parts readily available and can literally overnight them to you. And thank you very much, Nigel, for sorting me out. We got ourselves one wheel cylinder there, a brand new set of brake shoes there, and somewhere I've got springs and stuff. Springs and stuff. Fucking ice cream man! Probably the wrong size there. Nothing wrong with a bit of round two, eh? Oh, lovely. Little spacer. I'm quite looking forward to this. You can see the patch under it actually, where that cylinder's just been dripping out. So hopefully, hopefully two things. Two things being, it doesn't need too much fluid, and that it hasn't completely drained the bloody reservoir. I mean, that's bloody close, isn't it? Oh, fucking hell. That has just been fucking dripping. Well, that's not what you want to see. So, what I mean by that is... okay, well that's good news. I found the problem. It's the adjuster down here has the bolt that holds it in from the back has come off. That is why the shoes have been kicking out. That is what has been causing that scraping sound against the inside of the drum. Weirdly, oh no, yes, okay, so you can see in the corner here, that is actually to my finger about a mil deep, right in the corner of the drum. Which is quite lucky actually, because that's not on the actual braking surface on the outside here. So this is fine. The bad news is that it's not shoes, the springs, or the wheel cylinder. Well, actually the wheel cylinder is still gone. So in order to fix that, I'm going to need to try and find a nut. These are all the Scimitar related nuts I can find right now. I have three that are exactly the same, one that's probably too big and one that's definitely too big. So let's have a go. Okay, the smallest one's too big. So that's that then. I have found a smaller one, but it's attached to a very rusty bolt that doesn't want to release it. So I'm just going to get my socket set out, which I've left in the back of the car for now, because, you know, Not that I'm not confident in the car not breaking down while I'm driving it, but just in case. Oh yeah. What I would say, more than anything, is that there's half of the shoe missing on that one. Okay, yeah, I'll change the fucking pads. Okay, so that's one spring out. Little push and rotate on these. Fucking prick end.
Got it.
Fuck off. That's what Blue Roll was made for, right? So, wheel cylinder. It's you versus me. I think you might win.
Shiny new pads.
So, shoes, Cam?
They're still pads.
No, they're shoes. So for those of you who haven't done a wheel cylinder, at least on one of these before, it looks like this. And basically, these pistons push out either side against the shoes when they're in situ, and it's great and everything works happily. When these pistons come too far out and then go back in again, they pinch this rubber seal on the outside, and that's what's caused the leak here. They're absolutely fine and work perfectly in every single way, apart from they're held in by this. Now the old one should be alright to get out just with a flathead screwdriver, but the new one, trying to get it on, is going to be an absolute pig. They're terrible design and I hate them. There we go, the old one's off. Right then everyone, I have the new wheel cylinder in. These clips on the back, they're like spring clips. I've got the one here, like these things. Absolute bastards, pain in the arse. But it's on now, it's back in and holding fluid. So next step is to get the shoes and springs all back on again with the new hardware, clean up the inside of that drum. I've got some little stones in it there, as you can see, which is lovely, perfect for braking. And yes, I will cut to that. I have managed to put all this together again with the new shoes and some of the new fixings. I haven't replaced, there's a spring behind here that I haven't replaced, and there's also one down the bottom here which I haven't replaced. That is because they're just really, these are actually a bit shorter than the ones provided, which I'm sure is the the spec. I literally just cut myself on it, which is great, which I'm sure is the spec, and it would be much more tighter and taut and everything. But I just got so pissed off with messing about with this thing in the wheel cylinder phase. I thought I'd just put the baggier springs back on. Everything's still solid and it will still function as as required. I did replace these because I remember I actually got these ones not so long ago. I actually got them off eBay, and I remember when I put them on I thought, well, they feel a bit cheap, they feel a bit thin. So Nigel QRG's version looks like it's a bit more of a more heavy duty metal there. So now time for me to clean off that drum, pop it on, screw that on, and then do some bleeding and cross my fingers, I think. That is on, the drum is on, it's all been bled properly, everything's looking good. I've topped up with fluid, which is now all brilliant, all good, singing and dancing. Now, all we need to do is get the wheel back on and test drive it. I might clear my fingerprints off it first. I left the chalk under the front of the car. It's good. Oh no. What have I done? Stop moving. Well, the handbrake works, that's a good sign. Well, there we go. It needs bleeding, but it works. Cinderella will go to the ball. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. This episode has been a bit all over the place and definitely more out of necessity. But still, we got it done and I'm messy as fuck. I need a shower and a beer and I will be up early to go to the car show with my Scimitar. Yeah, we'll bleed it a bit more though first. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you next time.